children. Today we are going to study lesson 4 materials, metals and non-metals. What is material? In 6th class you already learned that. Learn materials. What is materials? An object is made up of. What is object? An object is made up of materials. Object means chair, table, then door, window, torso. These are the objects. These objects are made up of materials. Materials, example, plastic, metals, wood, paper, etc. In this chapter, we have to discuss materials, metals, and non-metals. Metals, you are familiar with the number of materials like iron, aluminium, copper, etc. These are materials is including in metal group. Then in your textbook table 4.1 appearance and hardness of materials. Appearance means how materials looks. Some metals or non-metals are shiny, luster or non-shiny. Then example object, appearance, hardness. Then iron. You have to see iron. Iron, what is the appearance of iron? Shiny. Then hardness, very hard. Then cold, dull. That means not shiny. Then not very hard. Then sulfur, then aluminium, copper, etc. These are the some examples of metals. Then next we discuss physical properties of metals and non-metals. That means these materials can be classified into metals and non-metals. Metals example gold, silver, aluminium, copper, etc. Then non-metals example oxygen, sulfur, chlorine, nitrogen, etc. Then next we have to discuss physical properties of metals and non-metals. Physical properties of metals and non-metals. Then first, physical properties. Physical properties of physical properties. First one is metals, and the next group is non-metals. Metals and non-metals. Then in your textbook, you saw that the shape of the iron nail and the aluminium wire changed on beating. Beating time, iron nail and aluminium wire changing. Then if they were beaten harder, these could be changed into sheets. You might be familiar with the silver foil used for decorating sweets. You must also be familiar with the aluminium foil used for wrapping food. What is the process, or this process is called malleability. Malleability means the property of metals by which they can be beaten into thin sheets are called malleability. Malleability means the properties of metals which can be beaten into thin sheets are called malleability. Then first metals first property is malleability. Malleability means metals beaten into thin sheets. Then another example of non-metals. Example in your pencil writing portion. This graphite there. This lead is beaten there. What happened there is form into powder form. That means they have not show malleability. Non-metals cannot show malleability. Metals show malleability. Malleability means you can beaten into thin sheets. Non-metals cannot show malleability. Then next is ductility. Next property is ductility. Ductility means these metals can make into thin wires. Ductility means thin wires. Example copper wire, aluminium wire, these can form the wires. The property of metal by which it can be drawn into wires is called ductility. Then have you ductility means in your home wiring, fan wiring or home wiring connection is using this type of property. Then next property is sonorous. Sonorous means ringing sound. Ringing sound. Ringing sound. Sonorous. Have you ever noticed the difference in sound on dropping an iron sheet plate, a metal coin and a piece of coal on the floor? That means some metals or aluminum, silver plates beating time, sound producing them. How to check in your school interval bell ringing time, ringing sound. These are called sonorous. The things made of metals produce a ringing sound when we struck hard. Then these metals produce ringing sound. These are said to be sonorous. That means metals produce ringing sound. These are called sonorous, and non-metals cannot produce ringing sounds. Then these are the properties of metals. First is malleability, ductility, sonorous, and appearance and hardness. These are the properties of metals. Then after performing the above activities, we can say that some materials are hard, lustrous, malleable, ductile, sonorous, and good conductors of heat and electricity. Hard means you have to touching may feel, compressing may feel hard. This hardness one property. Then lustrous means shiny. That means gold, silver. These are shiny materials. Then malleable means the materials can be beaten into thin sheets. Then ductile means it can make thin wires. Then sonorous means metals produce ringing sound. Then next is good conductors of heat and electricity. That means metals pass electricity or heat. Non-metals cannot pass electricity or heat. That means in your home, your mother is using fan. Fan handle is made up of plastic or wood. Why this handle is made up of plastic or wood? Because plastic and wood cannot pass electricity. The materials which generally possess the properties are called metals. The example of metals are, once more say, iron, copper, aluminium, calcium, magnesium, etc. In contrast, materials like coal and sulfur are soft and dull in appearance. They break down into a powdery mass on tapping with a hammer. They are not sonorous and are pure conductors of heat and electricity. These materials are called non-metals. Example of non-metals are sulfur, carbon, oxygen, phosphorus, etc. Then metals like sodium and potassium are soft and can be cut with a knife. Mercury is the only metal which is found in liquid state at room temperature. These are exceptions. That means metal and sodium are very soft. It's also metal there, but they are very soft. Then it can cut into knife. Another example of mercury, metal there, mercury is a liquid form. It is stored in room temperature. Then what are the physical properties of metals? Malleability, ductility, sonorous, hardness, luster, good conductor of heat and electricity. Then next we discuss chemical properties of non-metals. These are the physical properties of metals and non-metals. Then next check chemical properties of non-metals. Chemical properties of non-metals. First, react with oxygen. First non-metal is oxygen, then reaction with oxygen. Then how to oxygen react? Then oxygen react with, that means carbon plus oxygen gives carbon dioxide. Carbon plus oxygen react within time gives carbon dioxide. Then sulfur plus oxygen reacting, then after sulfur dioxide. Then another is reaction with oxygen. Copper plus oxygen gives copper oxide. Copper to Cu plus oxygen gives, Cu means copper, then O means oxygen. Copper plus oxygen gives copper oxide. Gives copper oxide. That means non-metals react with oxygen to form oxide. That means copper oxide. That means metals react with oxygen and to form metal oxides. Example, copper plus oxygen gives copper oxide. Then sodium is preserved and kept in kerosene oil because it is highly reactive metal and forms sodium oxide and hydrogen on reaction with oxygen at room temperature and it catches fire. That means sodium is very danger because they react with oxygen to form fire. That means then sodium is stored in kerosene. And next is reaction with water. Next chemical property is reaction with water. Reaction with non-metals reacting with water to produce hydrogen gas. Example, magnesium plus water gives magnesium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Example, magnesium plus Mg. Magnesium, chemical from magnesium Mg plus H2O. H2O means water. H2O water, magnesium hydroxide. Magnesium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide plus hydrogen H2, hydrogen gas. Then reaction with the oxygen to form metal oxides. Then reaction with water to form hydrogen gas. Then next reaction with bases. Reaction with bases. Then metals react with bases to form then hydrogen gas. Another base is there. Where does the pop sound indicate? The pop sound indicates the presence of hydrogen gas. Then what are the difference between metals and non-metals? Metals are usually in solid form. Only one state there. Metals have only one state, that is solid. Then non-metals exhibit three states: liquid, solid and gas. Example, solid state is in sodium. Then liquid, mercury and oxygen, nitrogen, etc. Then most of the metals except sodium have high density and melting point. Non-metals have low density and low melting point. Then metals are pure conductors. That means they pass electricity. Non-metals are bad conductors. That means they cannot pass electricity. Then metals show malleability and ductility. Malleability means you can make thin sheets. Ductility means make wires. Then non-metals are brittle. Brittle means they do not show malleability and ductility. Then metals react with oxygen to form metal oxides. Then non-metals cannot react with oxygen. Then some metals react with water to produce hydroxides and hydrogen gas. Non-metals also cannot react with water. Then metals react with acids to form salts and hydrogen gas. Non-metals do not react with dilute acids. That means example, metals react with acid. In your home, your mother is making pickles. Then pickles is stored. Why pickles stored in iron cans? Because iron is metal. Metal is react with the acids to form toxic substance. Then it is dangerous in our health. Then this type of food items stored in plastic containers, that is non-metallic container is there. Then next is displacement reactions. Then next class we have to discuss displacement reactions. Okay, thanks to all.